Usho community rejects location of our West LCDA in Emure. FG approves recruitment of medical staff for Federal Medical Center at Abeokuta. Bomb blast kills villagers in Kaduna State.
This is the news.
The General Manager of Adaba FM, Sir Martin Zayola, stressed the need for members of staff of the media house to reflect on the activities of the station in the year 2023. Addressing them at the final prayer meeting for the year, Sir Ayola charged the staff members to be more diligent and committed to duty as the station forge ahead in 2024 to maintain its position as the best among its contemporaries.
Search of mind, are you faithful to this organization in terms of what you contribute, in terms of what you put in? Is it garbage in, garbage out? How many of us are very diligent in our daily job here? Many people just come. Can you weigh your salary to the input you are putting into the system? All the attributes that the pastor has identified, those are the things that has to serve as ingredients for us when we enter 2014. In terms of being diligent to our duty, being faithful, hard work, those are the things we have to have combined together to make this station number one that it has been.
The general manager also used the opportunity to celebrate the station's contingent to TVC Games in Lagos, where they came overall runners-up. Guest preacher at the event, Pastor Felix Olani of Baptist Church, Akure, admonished members of staff of the BFM to say the grace of God through their humility and be diligent to work. He affirmed that everybody's position is a test of faithfulness, adding that grace also comes by being diligent in respective service.
Call it anything. Christians, you are lazy. I one time was talking with some fellow and I said, why will you fix a program for Monday morning and you expect people to come to your program on Monday morning? In the morning, they will close their shop. You are frustrating them. And all spirituality, the kind of spirituality we do in this part. Well, I'm a Christian anyway. But what I'm trying to say, I'm not against this thing. If you are doing it and it's working for you, fine. But I felt that God rewards faithfulness.
The next Adaba FM prayer meeting comes up on Monday, 1st of January 2024. And residents of Usho community in our local government area of Ondo State have rejected location of our West Local Council Development Area headquarters in Emure Town. The people believe that the act would amount to marginalization of Usho community in the scheme of things. At a peaceful protest, the Usho residents called for equity and fairness in the location of the our West LCD headquarters. At the BFM's Olubumi Olatunji now completes the story.
Usho town is under our local government before the creation of LCDS by Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu. Upon the creation of the areas, headquarters were cited in some communities, but criticism greeted the governor's action. Usho is the latest community that is not satisfied with the Akeredolu's decision. At a protest, community leader Oluwafemi Omoshua Mayor said residents of Usho are not happy with the location of our West LCDAs to Emure. Omoshua described the act as marginalization and unfair.
We've never had any problem with Emurele. We have always enjoyed cordiality. But this arrangement is seen as nothing but crass impunity. We see it as an oppression. We see it as a repression on the people of Usho. What Usho people want is its own LCDA. We want autonomy. We are not ready to work with any, LCDA. We are not ready to work under Emurele as the headquarters of the LCDA.
A members of advisory committee of Usho community, Aro Adewale Johnson, noted that Usho has contributed in no small measure to the economy of our local government.
You cannot just match Usho and Emure together. Taking the headquarters to Emure is unacceptable. I mean, we will never take that. And look at it economically. It should contribute over 60% of IGR that comes to our local government. Look at it. The 60% of cocoa produce that comes from our local government comes from Usho. A lot of things. We have timber. We have a lot of resources.
Some high chiefs in the town also bear the mind on the developments.
Usho is the... Formerly we have a Usho Emure ward. Even in the Christianity area, the Usho Emure Aidikiri. So we have all those things. Even do all elections, they will have to do it in Usho here. The Usho is a decoration center. Now they want to do their, I don't know what they call it, LCD. They put it down, they put the headquarters at Emure. So we don't understand this. Even if it is for local development, we are at the extreme end here. They should put it here in Usho here. We are bigger than Emure in all ramifications.
Let our president intervene into this issue. Baba Tinubu should go back to history of Ondo State in terms of progressive political party. So Usho are rejecting it, definitely.
The residents call on Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu and other stakeholders to reverse the decision and locate Owo West LCDA to Usho in the interest of peace and community development. Olubumi Olatunji, Adaba FM News.
Officials and staff of the newly created Federal Central Local Council Development Area in Ilaramoki, Ondo State have resumed work with happiness and joy. The Council Caretaker Committee showed gratitude to God and Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu for the opportunity to serve. The LCDA Head of Administration, Mrs. Caroline Oludare, called for the cooperation of all in the interest of growth and development of the council.
When the LCDA is created, there must be personnel to take over, to take off with them. So I happen to be the administrative head, the head of local government administration, posted here to start with them. We are expecting rapid development. So we thank God for the actualization of the LCDA. So we are expecting rapid development. And this we have told them during the address that they should support us so that there will be rapid development.
The Pioneer Caretaker Chairman of the Federal Central Council Development Council, Prince Richard Adetoye, appreciated Arakunrin Oluwarotimi Akeredolu, the Alara of Ilaramokin, Oba Abiodun Adefeyinti, and other stakeholders for the creation of the LCDA. He called on community leaders, traditional rulers, and all residents to support them to fast-track development. Adetoye promised that the Caretaker Committee will work as a team to actualize the dream.
Our prayer has actually been granted by our able governor, Arakunrin Rotimi Akeredolu. Our expectation is for us to work together. Like I've said earlier on, we'll reach out to our people, we consult, so that we can make this SCDA one of the best. That's our target, and that's our expectation from our people.
The newly created Local Council Development Area is headquartered in Ilaramokin. The Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Benjamin Carlo, believes Nigeria's 2024 budget proposal will address the challenges of the country. President Bola Tinubu had presented a budget proposal of 27.5 trillion naira to a joint session of the National Assembly, his first since taking over as Nigeria's leader in May. While there has been skepticism about the budget proposal, Kalu, who represents Bembe Federal Constituency of Abia State, is optimistic it will meet the expectations of Nigerians. He said the focus of the 2024 budget is on health, defense, infrastructure and education, food security, among other areas. Commending the executive for presenting what they called an improvement from the previous budget proposal, Kalu said the government remains committed to crafting a budget that addresses the pressing needs of the Nigerian people. The federal government has approved the recruitment of 200 medical and clinical staff at the Federal Medical Center FMC Idiaba in Abeokuta, Ogun State. The recruitment is part of government's efforts to replace health workers who have migrated to foreign nations from the FMC Abeokuta in recent times. Report says that the approval to employ the new staff was contained in a letter from the Office of the Head of Service of the Federation and addressed to the FMC Medical Director. The FMC was granted a waiver to employ 100 medical staff on the consolidated medical salary structure, 50 nursing officers and 50 nursing superintendents on consolidated health salary structure. Chairman of the Medical and Dental Consultants Association of Nigeria, Dr. Jimo Said, had earlier told newsmen in the last 4 years the FMC in Abeokuta had lost about 50 consultants and 150 resident doctors to migration. You're listening to Adaba News at 3 on 88.9 FM Akure, transmitting from Ilaramoki. After the break, bomb blouse kills villagers in Kaduna State. Stay with us, we'll show return.
Achievers University calling. With the recent approval given to Achievers University of Ondo State by the National Universities Commission to run new undergraduate programs, applications are invited from qualified candidates for admission to the following new programs for the 2023-2024 academic session: Medicine and Surgery, Pharmacy, Physiotherapy, Health Information Science, Procurement Management, Banking and Finance, Remote Sensing and Geoscience Information System, Guidance and Counseling, Library and Information Science, Chemistry Education, and Biology Education. Also, admission to undergraduate programs in the university's colleges of Engineering and Technology, Law, Natural and Applied Sciences, Social and Management Sciences, and Faculty of Health Sciences is still going on. For online processing of these supplementary admissions, visit www.achievers.edu.ng or obtain the forms at the university. Screening of candidates comes up Monday to Friday in the Registrar's Office, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily. Call 0803-222-9522. Achievers University Owo. Knowledge, integrity, and leadership.
As the Christmas bells ring and joy begins to flow, in this season Chivita juice is the way to go. Correct enjoyment, cheerful celebrations. In this season Chivita juice is the way to go. Chivita season is here. Whoever you are, this Christmas enjoy your Chivita.
Everyone has a Chivita. Enjoy your Chivita this season.
Enjoy your Chivita.
Glad to know you're still there for news update and live streaming. Visit our website www.adabai89.fm or download Adabai FM app on Google Play Store. You can be part of us on our social media platforms: www.facebook.com/AdabayFM 80.9 on Facebook, at Adabai89FM on Instagram, and Adabai FM TV on YouTube. To provide us information, reach us via email newsroom@adabai89.fm. The Minister of Solid Minerals Development, Dr. Dele Alaki, says President Bola Tinubu has identified the solid mineral sector as a pillar of Nigeria's current efforts to diversify the economy. Alaki made the disclosure while discussing prospects for deep-sea mining in Nigeria's coastal waters during a visit to the Commonwealth Secretariat in the United Kingdom. Alaki said that the ministry had developed a 7-point agenda that included establishment of a solid minerals company. He said that the agenda also included gathering of big data on minerals reserve to keep mines safe, among other things. Alaki added that the agenda included socio-economic development of mining communities through effective community development agreements. The minister urged the Commonwealth to support efforts of the Tinubu administration. The United States Child Affairs David Greney has hailed local organizations tackling sexual and gender-based violence in Nigeria, pledging continued American assistance towards protecting vulnerable women and girls. He said general gender-based violence is a human rights abuse, a form of discrimination and manifestation of an equal power based on gender. Granny first applauded the Women at Risk International Foundation for offering free and comprehensive support services to abuse survivors. Granny referenced America's updated strategy guiding interventions abroad, like awareness programs and policy reforms across the nations battling epidemic violence against females. A federal high court in Abuja has ordered the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) to immediately, within 90 days, instruct its officials involved in the registration of the underage during the continuous voter registration severe exercise in polling units across the country. Justice Obiora Iguatu, in a judgment, also directed the culprits to be produced and handed over to appropriate law enforcement agency for investigation and possible prosecution. Justice Iguatu equally made a mandatory order compelling INEC to expunge forthwith from its national voters register the names of all the underage voters from each of the polling units across Nigeria, published on our website as identified and complied by the plaintiff in the originating summons. And numerous villagers in Tundunbiri of the Gabi local government area of Kaduna State are feared dead after a bomb was allegedly dropped by a military jet during a Maulud celebration. Report says about 30 people lost their lives in the incident. According to the residents, the bomb exploded during a gathering to commemorate Maulud in the village. The overseeing commissioner of the state's Ministry of Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Rowan, declined to disclose casualty numbers when approached for comment. Rowan mentioned that the government intends to release the information during a press conference at the government house. And Nigeria will hope to return to winning ways when they face Cameroon in the second game of the 2023 Girls Under 17 African Nations Volleyball Championship. This edition of the Girls Under 17 African Nations Volleyball Championship is taking place at the Indoor Sports Hall of the Moshood Abiola National Stadium in Abuja. Sunday's Aquins girls lost to Egypt 3-0 in the opening match of the championship on Saturday. And speaking ahead of the encounter, the 2003 All-African Games silver medalist admitted that the team lost after losing concentration, but added that he hoped to improve on every lapse he discovered in the match against Cameroon today. To end at the news, our 3 recap of our top stories. Residents of Usho community in our local government area of Ondo State have rejected location of our West Local Council Development Area Headquarters in Emure Town. As part of government's efforts to replace health workers who have migrated to foreign nations from the FMC at Abeokuta, in recent times, federal government has approved the recruitment of 200 medical and clinical staff at the Federal Medical Center, Idiaba, Abeokuta, Ogun State. Numerous villagers in Tundumbiri in the Igabi local government area of Kaduna State feel dead after a bomb was allegedly dropped by a military jet during a Maulud celebration. And that's at the news at 3.